Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Ringo TV Reactions. We in the building for another one. Make sure you rate, comment, and subscribe. Let me also turn on the Ringo TV Raw channel. Okay. We live on the Ringo TV Raw channel. Okay, salute to everybody in the building. You already done know what it is, right? Let's get down to work. P.Diddy Dowell is in the news again. We're streaming on 2 different platforms. Ringo TV Raw channel. Salute to everybody over there. Ringo TV Reactions channel. So what exactly is going on? Well, I'm glad you asked that question. P.Diddy Dowell pretty much is in the news. The cult leader of Straightway to Hell Ministries. He said some very disturbing things, and we got to talk about it. It's really, really bad. Those of you that are on the Ringo TV Raw channel, in order to see the footage, you would have to be on the Reactions channel, right? But you can pretty much hear me over here from this camera over there, right? So, P.Diddy Dowell is in the news. He said some very, very disturbing things. We're going to look at those tapes, do what we need to do. Brace yourself, because I've already warned y'all. I told y'all that this guy is out here taking other men's wives. I told you that Straightway cult is dangerous. Y'all don't believe me. A lot of y'all, you know what I mean? Y'all pretty much came against me. And all I'm trying to do is just give y'all the truth. You know what I mean? So, hey, it is what it is, man. Let's go to the intro. We're going to be back in a minute, man. It is what it is. Let's go.
Yo, nigga, about that paper.
Ringo TV.
Yo, nigga, about that paper. Yo, nigga, about that paper. Yo, nigga, about that paper.
Ringo TV.
Yeah. True man, I'm free. I wake up a new episode. I pop out clean as can be up a level, though. She talk to me like I'm not me. I get it, though. Yeah. I'm so eclectic, on me to the credits roll. Talk down to me, they might have to send medical. I'm out the league, I'm OD, they pathetic though. Look how I move, I'm protected. Shawty so swoon in my presence. The world going through it outside, they unruly, but I keep it cool, they can't press me. I keep it pure with intention. They see what I'm on, ain't no vixen. I might slide through with that top down. I keep it tuned with a high power. Put it on me, I'm blessed. Young nigga blessed. Big bag, manifest the sky, no stress. Keep no evil around me, can't ground me. I built it since when I had less. No hex on, God can't pause, nigga, look at how far we progress. Whatever we doing, we keeping it fluid. I don't see a thing about that paper.
Ringo TV.
Yo, nigga, about that paper. 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 Hop on that jet, had to switch to the coast. One of a kind, I've been playing that role. They pay me to play me, I needed it for. It's real if I said I meant what I spoke. I'm legend, it's written, I shake up the city. Spin block till I'm dizzy, won't ever go broke. I'm chose, I must like to wear that top down. I keep in tune with a high power. Put it on me, I'm blessed. Young nigga blessed. Big bag, manifest the sky, no stress. Keep no evil around me, can't ground me. I built it since when I had less. No hex on, God can't pause, nigga, look at how far we progress. Whatever we doing, we keeping it fluid. I don't see a thing about that paper.
Ringo TV.
Yo, nigga, about that paper. Yo, nigga, about that paper. Yo, nigga, about that paper. Put it on me, I'm blessed. Big bag, but I fix the sky, no stress. Can't ground me, I know this since when I had less. Look how far we progress. Lord, I don't see a threat.
Okay. We're back. We're back in the building. Salute to everybody that's joining the stream right now. We got a $123 in the building on the Ringo TV Reactions channel. And I think we got about 16 on the Raw channel. Nonetheless, let's get to the tapes. And then we're going to kind of break this thing down. So let's just roll the footage, do what we got to do. Y'all already done know how it is. You know what I'm saying? Hey, again, brace yourself now. Again, brace yourself. I warn you. Don't say I didn't warn you, right? Okay. Let me get this thing set up for you, right? So we can handle business. Again, I'm in these YouTube streets. I keep my eyes and my ears open to what's going on. Heard some things. I didn't like what I heard. And now it's like, it's really, really bad. So let's look at the tapes, find out what's going on. Listen very carefully. Based on what we're getting from these tapes, the cult leader of Straightway said that it is biblical to pretty much kill heathens in order to take their wives. That's right. Listen for yourself. Let's go.
We're not going to go over that whole chart, but there's Jacob's family. 4 Ishias. Is that right? And that's also biblical marriage. Y'all probably think I need to explain that one in, right? All right. Let me see where this thing at. Uh-oh. That ain't it. Uh-oh. That ain't it. I'm trying out all these brand new buttons up here, man. Ain't nothing working. You know what I mean? I'm trying to find the point on this thing. I guess it ain't got one. I know I got one. It's got a little light thing at the end of it. It ain't working. Anyway, so you got this warrior right here, right? He's got a wife over here tamed by war. He got another wife over here, and then he had a son. And then this wife over here tamed by war, he killed him, and then he took the servants, and you get it? And they became his as well. That's all biblical. Hey, maybe we have a world without rule of law. Some of your brothers ain't married. All you gotta do is just start go killing heathens. What do they care? Ain't gonna be no rule. That's part of the booty of war. Never mind.
So let me get this straight. So the cult leader is suggesting that it's biblical. It's biblical, according to him, to kill heathens in order to take their wives. Let's rewind back the tapes. Let's rewind back these tapes, man. This is amazing.
Working anyway. Biblical. And then he took the servants, and you get it? And they became his as well.
Now you have to listen.
Wife over here, and then he had a son.
Listen.
At the end of it. It ain't working anyway. So you got this warrior right here, right?
A warrior, right? Now he's saying that this is biblical marriage. Check this out.
He's got a wife over here obtained by war. He got
a wife that is obtained by war, which means it's not like this man went to the father and got the father's blessing. No, this woman is obtained by war, which means this warrior killed the husband, right? Took that wife to be his by war, right?
Another wife over here, and then he had...
Now, remember in the scriptures where the children of Israel was delivered from captivity, what did the Most High say? He told the men, don't take wives of those Egyptian women or the women that were in, because remember, when the Most High delivered his people from bondage, he said, don't take no gold, don't take no silver, don't take nothing. You get what I mean? This is where the Bible says don't make marriages with them. But according to P.Diddy Dowell, he's saying it's okay, it's biblical to kill heathens and take their wives. It's similar to the situation where Creflo Dollar was talking about how if the people are not tithing in the churches, that if it was up to him, he would take them in back of the church and kill them. Put a 1 in the chat if you remember that. I got the actual tape. It's just that I don't have it with me right now to play. But we're going to do some content where we're going to play those tapes as well, where Creflo Dollar said that if you're not tithing, that if he can have things his way, he would take you in back of the church, line up all the non-tithers, and shoot them dead. This is what Creflo Dollar said on tape. Because he said that according to the Bible, that the Bible said that non-tithers were put to death. This is what Creflo Dollar taught. And there's no scripture in the Bible that said that, by the way. There's no scripture that said that non-tithers were hunted down and put to death for not tithing. It's not in the Bible. So now P.Diddy Dowell is saying that if you want a wife, basically, you know, you could go out there and kill heathens and take their wives. This is what the cult leader's saying. This is what he's saying, y'all. Let's get back to the tapes. Let's go.
Son. And then this wife over here, tamed by war, he killed him.
Notice, he killed him. Listen carefully now. Listen. Listen carefully.
Well, he killed him.
Let me rewind that back. Because how did this man obtain this wife? By killing her husband.
Son. And then this wife over here, tamed by war, he killed him. And then he took the servants.
Do you see that? Now, what did we learn from the story of King David? What did we learn about Uriah the Hittite? What did David do that displeased the Lord? What did David do? David killed a man in order to take his wife. And the Bible says that the Most High was not pleased. Most High was not happy with that mess. Remember Bathsheba? So basically, Diddy Dowell is saying, forget what the Most High feel. You can go out there and kill these heathens and take their wives. Wait a minute. David did that. He got in trouble with the Most High. So why would this wolf in sheep's clothing suggest to the men in the church that, hey, if you guys need wives, hey, go out there and kill some heathens and get yourself a wife? I mean, this is from the same guy who took another man's wife. Just in case you're joining the stream right now, there's a pastor on YouTube. He has a cult. He literally, and this is not a joke. This is real. This particular pastor took another man's wife. That's right. We've been talking about this for a minute. A pastor stole another man's wife, took that woman to his bed, made that woman divorce the other guy, and not only did he take the wife, but he also took his daughter and made her his stepdaughter, and then sold the man's stepdaughter to another man in his cult for $100,000. That's right. So it's no surprise that he's telling men in the church that it's okay to kill heathens in order to take their wives. So I'm trying to figure this thing out because, you know, the church is always talking about the New World Order and how the government want to kill us and all this other stuff. But to hear a pastor suggesting that it's okay to kill heathens to take their wives, fam, this is sick. This is sick. I don't understand this mess, man. Listen back at the tapes, man. Look at these tapes.
And you get it? And they became his as well. That's all biblical.
He said that's all biblical. How is that biblical when King David did that and he got in trouble? King David killed a man in order to take his wife and got in trouble with the Most High. Uriah the Hittite, he killed him by the sword. So how could he say this? It's now biblical to go out there, kill other men and take their wives? Because this is what straightway cult do. I wouldn't be surprised. I ain't saying it's a fact, but I wouldn't be surprised if there's a possibility that there may have been some men that may have been killed and had their wives taken. Because you know that at Straightway, they all carrying rifles and guns. Ain't no telling what went down. Ain't no telling what may have went down. You probably had a situation where a brother probably felt disrespected and was about to approach the cult leader, and they probably took him out at gunpoint and then buried him. Because based on what we're hearing, next to P.Diddy Dowell's house, there's a little grave site, a cemetery, right next to his house. Hey, I'm just giving y'all the information, man. Check out the tapes. The tapes don't lie.
Hey, maybe we have a world without rule of law. Some of your brothers ain't married. All you gotta do is just start go killing heathens.
Maybe what? Whoa, let's rewind that back. Check it out.
That's all biblical.
Listen.
Hey, maybe we have a world without rule of law. Some of your brothers ain't married. All you gotta do is just start go killing heathens. What do they care? Ain't gonna be no rule.
So that's the pastor's suggestion to the men in the church. A world without rule. He's suggesting to the men in the church to go out there and start killing heathen. Is that what the Bible say to do? What happened to thou shalt not kill? What happened to that? What happened to thou shalt not kill, y'all? Dowell basically saying it's okay to do that. You know? Somebody on the Ringo TV Raw channel says, laughter in the background is sickening. Okay, let me help you out. Hope that helps. Right? If it's sickening, stop watching me. You're wasting your time. All you're doing is just going to get blocked. Right? Because that's disrespecting me. Right? Now, based on the tapes, he's basically saying it's okay to go out there and commit these acts. So I wouldn't be surprised if this is what they're doing right now. Again, listen to the tape, man. Very, very disturbing stuff, man.
You get it? And they became his as well. That's all biblical. Hey, maybe we have a world without rule of law. Some of your brothers ain't married. All you gotta do is just start go killing heathens.
Wow.
What do they care? Ain't gonna be no rule. That's part of the booty of war. Never mind.
You could tell that the men in the church are not feeling what he just said. You could feel the energy in the room. Look at how he looked when he's saying it. It's almost like he's trying to convince them. And you could tell they're not feeling that. Check it out.
Hey, maybe we have a world without rule of law. Some of your brothers ain't married. All you gotta do is just start go killing heathens. What do they care? Ain't gonna be no rule. That's part of the booty of war. Never mind.
Never mind. Where in the Bible did it say to do that? This is what cults do, y'all. I wouldn't be surprised if P.Diddy Dowell is prepping these guys in these churches to do these kind of things, man. This is why the feds need to get involved, bro. This is why the feds need to get involved, man, because these guys be out there training, doing all of these military type training and stuff and whatnot in a secret location. I got a video coming up where I'm going to talk about that. I wouldn't be surprised if these guys ain't planning some sort of attack, bro. I wouldn't be surprised. If you got a man that have a military background in the church suggesting that it's okay and it's biblical to go out there and take out heathens in order to take their wives, man, what are they really planning? What are they doing? You heard him say it himself. I'm not making this up. Just to get a wife? David committed adultery. David had a man killed in order to take his wife. So if that's a fact, why would this pulpit pimp suggest that it's biblical to go out there and harm heathens just to take their wives? I mean, how much lust you gotta have in you? This is what he said, y'all. Let's rewind it back to the top because some of y'all still confused, still trying to act like y'all didn't hear. Let's rewind back the tape. Check it out.
That's what he said. We're not going to go over that whole chart, but there's Jacob's family. 4 Ishaiahs. Is that right? And that's also biblical marriage. Y'all probably think I need to explain that one then, right? All right. Let me see where this thing at. Uh-oh. That ain't it. Uh-oh. That ain't it. I'm trying out all these brand new buttons up here, man. Ain't nothing working. You know what I mean? I'm trying to find a point on this thing. I guess it ain't got one. I know I got one. It's got a little light thing at the end of it.
Now that chart that he have right there is all evil and wicked. Because if you notice one thing, ladies, listen up to all the ladies in the building. None of those ladies have any rights. None of those ladies have any say. None of those ladies can say, oh, I love the man that I'm with. All of those women were taken by force. So that goes to show what the cult of straightway is about. It's not about you as a woman, I guess, making up your mind that this is the man you want. No, you're being taken by force. Look at the chart again. Does that look like a happy chart? No. What we got is a man killing another man to take his wives, and not only his wives, all of his servants too. Let's go.
It ain't working anyway. So you got this warrior right here, right? He's got a wife over here tamed by war. He got another wife over here, and then he had a son. And then this wife over here tamed by war, he killed him, and then he took the servants, and you get it? And they became his as well.
Wow.
That's all biblical.
And he said it's all biblical. So this is the law of the Most High. Basically, P.Diddy Dowell is saying that this is all biblical, sanctioned by the Most High for you brothers to go practice. Ain't that something? Let me see what's going on the Raw channel. You got somebody in here. They said, I can't believe you goofy ninjas listening to this agent. Well, if I'm supposed to be an agent and the folks that are listening to me are goofy, then you would be goofy to be here, right? It's not making any sense, man. You got to ask yourself a question, sir. Why exactly are you here listening to me if I'm not speaking no truth? If I'm not speaking no truth and I'm not making no sense, why are you here watching me? You watching me because I'm making a lot of sense, and you're triggered because you worship a pastor that is absolutely calling for men to go out there and commit crimes. That's not biblical. Why would you go out there trying to harm people just to take their wife? What kind of sick behavior is that, bro? And he's doing this in the church. And you got people coming to my platform talking about people are goofy for listening to me, accusing me of being an agent when you got a damn demon in a church teaching men to go out there and commit crimes in order to get wives. Does that make sense? Is that biblical? Thou shalt not kill. So why would you, as a man, need a wife and feel the need that you got to go kill a man in order to take his wife? You can't get no wife on your own? That's crazy. You mean to tell me as a man, you can't go out there and get a woman on your own? You got to harm another man in order to take his wife? It got that bad for you, right? that you don't got no game, no gift of gab. You can't just walk up to a sister and holler. You got to harm another man in order to get a wife? Fam, the woman don't even like you. So you trying to steal a woman. Fam, this is sad, man. There's no way around this one, man. Let's get back to the tapes. Because these people sick, bro. Check it out.
Hey, maybe we have a world without rule of law. Some of your brothers ain't married. All we got to do is just start go killing heathens.
Wow. So you're suggesting to men to go out there and kill heathens in order to get married? What happened to the women in the church? Where they at? I told you, man. Listen, fam, I told you already. At Straightway, there are no women. There are no women, bro. There are no women in that cult. A lot of old ladies, but there are no women there that the brothers are really feeling. You know what I mean? Because why would you suggest that? So hold up. You can't teach these guys to biblically meet women based on what the Bible teach? You want them to go out there and harm people? That's what you saying? So hold up. This is the same pastor that's running around talking about he challenging people to public debates. The same pastor suggesting for men to wipe out heathens. Not because there's a righteous war, a righteous battle. No, in order to get a wife. And he said it's biblical to do it. That's what he said. Listen back at the tapes. Let's go.
Rule of law. Some of your brothers ain't married. All we got to do is just start go killing heathens.
Some of you brothers ain't married. All you got to do is just go out there and kill some heathens. That's what he said. Listen to it again. Let's go.
Hey, maybe we have a world without rule of law. Some of your brothers ain't married. All we got to do is just start go killing heathens.
So that's how men get wives, according to the cult leader. You go out there to harm people to take their wife. Women that don't even like you. So you're taking women by force. These are not women that are biblical women. These are not even godly women. So what kind of women are these guys interested in? They're not interested in godly women. If you got to go out there and kill a man in order to take his wife, that means the women you're obtaining are not biblical women. These are not godly women. These are not righteous women. You're taking in women that come from different backgrounds, different cultures, different belief systems, and you're just trying to use them for sexual pleasure. And that's what he's doing. You guys out there that are not married, listen to him, fam.
Maybe we have a world without rule of law. Some of your brothers ain't married. All we got to do is just start go killing heathens.
He said, in a world without rule of law. So basically, in a world without rule of law, this is what a pastor is suggesting men in the church to do. And the men are looking at him like he crazy because they're not buying this.
What do they care? Ain't going to be no rule.
Wow.
That's part of the booty of war.
That's part of the booty of war. War? He didn't say war. He said if you guys don't got a wife to go out there and take out heathens in order to obtain their wives. Now he's saying it's the booty of war. Really? And this is what's coming, ladies and gentlemen, from a pastor. A cult leader. This is what's happening, y'all. All I'm doing is just bringing you I'm bringing you the info, making you understand what's going on in these streets because a lot of people, they keep getting mad at me for bringing this news, man. I'm trying to show y'all what's going on. Let's go back at these tapes, man. You got to listen and you got to learn. You got to learn from this thing here. It says, what do biblical marriage actually look like? Let's go and rewind the tapes.
I'm trying to find a point on this thing. I guess it ain't got one. I know I got one. It's got a little light thing at the end of it. It ain't working anyway. So you got this warrior right here, right?
You got this warrior over here. Let's check it out.
He's got a wife over here obtained by war. He got
A wife that is obtained by war. Not a wife that he went to the father, not a wife who is a virgin, not a wife in whom he paid a dowry, not that kind of wife, a wife he obtained by war. So she don't love him.
another wife over here, and then he had a son. And then this wife over here obtained by war, he killed him.
He killed him, which means he killed a man to take his wife. Are y'all not getting it? He killed a man to take his wife. Does this look like a happy home? All I'm seeing is chains. And notice the woman that has a see-through outfit with a bra and panty. Notice this. Is this something that's biblical? Is this a biblical marriage? There's no biblical marriage. This is sick. This ain't no biblical marriage. These women are in bondage. So basically what P.Diddy Dowell is suggesting is that you ladies are supposed to go into captivity. That's basically what he's saying, ladies. What P.Diddy Dowell is suggesting in this video clip is that as a man who is the head pastor in charge, he's saying and teaching men in the church that women are basically supposed to be slaves and brought into bondage. This is what this pastor is basically teaching. This don't sound like no fun love in the park. No, this is a damn demon, bro. Let's get back to them tapes. Let's go.
And then he took the servants and you get it? And they became his as well. That's all biblical.
And he said it's all biblical. All biblical. This is what he's saying. And you wondering why I made it very clear. Don't associate me with these religious Israelites, these religious Christians, these so-called folks that are out here doing all sorts of madness. Because this is what religion does. Religion got people going crazy out here. This man literally is promoting murder. He's basically saying it's biblical to go out there. So basically, if you see a man and he got his wife and they feel he's a heathen, P. Diddy Dowell is suggesting that it's biblical as a man to go out there, harm him, take him out by the sword, right? And take his wife in chains and make her your own. That's what he's doing. That's crazy, man. Let's go.
Hey, maybe we have a world without rule of law. Some of your brothers ain't married. All you gotta do is just start go killing heathens.
That's very disturbing to say, man. Very, very disturbing to say in a church. When you're supposed to be out here preaching the gospel, you're supposed to be out here reaching the lost, you're supposed to be healing the sick, but instead you're teaching men that if they don't have a wife to go out there and kill a man in order to take his wife. Check it out.
Start go killing heathens.
Listen.
Hey, maybe we have a world without rule of law. Some of your brothers ain't married. All you gotta do is just start go killing heathens.
Some of you brothers who aren't married will have to go out there to kill heathens in order to get a wife. That's sick, man. That's very disturbing, fam. That type of stuff should not be in no church. Because you got lunatics and psychos that would take what that demon pastor said, take that to heart now, believe that it is biblical, and go out there and deal with that and do it. And you're wondering why you got these agents and these cells and these weirdos that be in these places doing all sorts of crimes. It come out from them damn cults, man. It come from them cults, y'all. That's very disturbing. Very, very disturbing for any man to be suggesting that it's okay to do that. The Messiah never said to do that.
Hey, maybe we have a world without rule of law. Some of your brothers ain't married. All you gotta do is just start go killing heathens.
Wow, wow. And you're wondering why they got to go out there and do that. Because the pastor took all the wives. All of the pastors, all of the elders, and everybody at Straightway, all of them got wives except the young brothers and some of these older heads that are coming into the church. They don't got no wives. I wouldn't be surprised if one of those guys actually go out there and do that. See a brother come in with his wife and he say, you know what? I'm going to make her my wife. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to harm him, take him out, and believe I'm doing God a favor. That's basically what he's giving to these people, man. The Bible says thou shalt not kill. So why would you suggest that? Why would you suggest that it is okay to go out there to harm heathens? That don't sound biblical to me. You understand? That sounds like some damn act of terror. And this is coming, that's coming from a church. That's coming from a man who claimed he's a pastor from God. That's crazy, man. Listen again.
And then this wife over here, tamed by war, he killed him.
He killed him. Notice what he said. He obtained her by war because he killed him. Again, King David killed Uriah the Hittite in order to take his wife, and the Most High was not pleased. Yeah, David did get penalized for killing a man and taking his wife. That's what I'm trying to show y'all. That's why, I'm glad you brought it up, because that's exactly what I've been saying throughout the stream. David was penalized by the Most High for doing the very same thing. He killed a man to take his wife, and the Most High was angry with him. You know? The Most High was pissed. Why would you kill that man to take his wife? Come on now. And now we got this pastor suggesting that it's okay and biblical to do that.
Servants, and
he's laughing.
And they became his as well.
And they became his as well. Look at this mess, man. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous, fam. But people get mad at me for speaking this truth. Look at that mess, man. Does this look like a happy image of love? And no. This is bondage, man.
That's all biblical. Hey, maybe we have a world without rule of law. Some of your brothers ain't married. All you gotta do is just start go killing heathens.
That's crazy,
What
bro.
do they care? Ain't gonna be no rule. That's part of the booty of war. Never mind. That's what he said.
That's sick, man.
We're not gonna go over there.
Hold on a second, fam. Let me check this Cash App real quick. See what's going on. I think D-Wall sent a Cash App. He said, hold on, make sure I'm on camera so you can see me. I ain't hiding nowhere. Let me see. D-Wall said, let me see. He said, I wasn't talking about your laughter track, bro. So what was you talking about? What was you talking about? Because based on your comment, let me see. Let me look back at this comment here. Look back at this. You call Lady P a liar. Those women shoot guns better than you. Better than who? I don't understand what you're talking about. I can't get you goofy ninjas listening to this agent. Let me see. He is calling for the federal government. Where is that? Ringo TV is a gay porn star name. Wait, that's somebody else. Hold on. Where's the other person? All right, D-Walt. Let me get to his name. Okay, he says, wow. I want to make sure. Because that seed to smoke person was a troll the whole time. But I want to see if D-Wall, because he says laughter in the background is sickening. You said laughter in the background is sickening. Laughter in the background is sickening. If it's sickening, then you're talking about the laughter tracks is sickening. You know? I mean, I believe that's very straightforward. Laughter in the background is sickening. Unless you're talking about the laughter from P.Diddy Dowell. See, here's the problem, ladies and gentlemen. This is a problem that we have on social media. It's called communication. Logically speaking, if you're not referring to my laughter tracks, then you're referring to P.Diddy Dowell's laughter in the background. This is where the communication is a problem. Because what you should have said is the laughter in the background coming from that church is sickening. And then there would be no miscommunication. But when you type in laughter in the background is sickening, automatically it's up for interpretation. This is what happens when people don't make themselves clear when they post comments. So I'm going to unblock you. I'm going to unblock you. But next time you post comments, make yourself clear. Because a lot of people get blocked, and it's most likely because of not clarifying what they're talking about. Right? So I'm going to unblock you. I'm going to unblock you and get back to this business because I gotta run real fast. I'm not going to be here for 3 hours. Right? We at the 41 minutes. I'm going to probably shut it down at the 45. I got 4 more minutes, and then I'm shutting it down. So I unblock you. So you should be good to go now. So what you're basically talking about is the background laughter at the church. That got to be it. You know? There's no other way to put it based on what I'm seeing here. All right? Okay. Now, for those of you that are in the clouds, you may not understand what's going on. You're probably wondering, who is this pastor? What is this dude saying? Is this biblical, Ringo? Do you agree with what he's saying? Of course I don't agree with what he's saying. He's sick. He's basically suggesting that it's okay and biblical to go out there and harm people in order to take their wives. That's sick. And this is the same man who took another man's wife. P.Diddy Dowell took another man's wife and he haven't repented yet. So now it got even worse. Now he's saying, hey, you guys that don't have a wife, hey, one of these days, this is what we're going to do. I wouldn't be surprised if they planning it right now or have done it already. I wouldn't be surprised if they haven't done this already or they're planning on doing this to men that come to the church and these men don't want to submit, but these men have wives. I mean, think about it. You come down there to the ministry, nobody don't know you there. They could put a bullet in your head, put you underground, and take your wife. Because the church is in the middle of nowhere. So ain't nobody gonna know. If there was a crime and the cops had to come out there, you know how long it's gonna take for the police to get there? Why do you think P.Diddy Dowell put his church all the way out there? He put it out there so nobody could find nobody, man. He put it out there so pretty much if something was to happen, it'll take the police forever to get there. That's crazy. You know? I never heard nothing like this, man. The most sick thing I ever heard from these pastors, man, is when Creflo Dollar suggests killing members in the church for not tithing. You know? That's pretty much was the worst thing I ever heard from a pastor. You know? So to hear this, it's just sad, man. It's just sad that in today's day, men would go this far to fulfill their lust.
He obtained by war. He got another wife over here, and then he had a son. And then this wife over here, obtained by war, he killed him, and then he took the servants, and you get it? And they became his as well.
Wow.
That's all biblical.
And he said it's all biblical.
Hey, maybe we have a world without rule of law. Some of your brothers ain't married. All we got to do is just start go killing heathens.
The sad thing about that is the reason why. Not because you're in an actual war defending yourselves. It's not because you're in a war because the heathen is coming against you to harm your family. He's suggesting that you go out there, harm heathens. For what purpose? Because you don't got a wife. So basically what he's suggesting is that you go out there to mess up a happy home. So if there's a heathen, and see, here's the thing. I don't like the fact that he keeps saying heathen, heathen. Basically a person who's an unbeliever. So what he want men to do in church is find an unbeliever who don't serve his God. Go up to him, kill him, just to take his wife. That's what he just said. That's what he said, man. I'm just reporting the news, letting you know exactly what it is, man. So, hey, leave your thoughts. Let me know what you think about this, man. We're gonna be back later on with more. I was supposed to go live with the situation with B. Taylor and the Queen Maker, but that particular stream is gonna take longer to accomplish. So I wanted to pretty much do this because I got to make a run and take care of some business. But we're gonna be back later with more. Let me see. Okay. Let me see. Somebody came in and says, what does he mean by women? I asked because the news on GA. I don't understand your question. Wait. Been saying religion is a tool for control. Hope people get it soon. Yes, religion is definitely used to control people. The topic is about a pastor basically suggesting that if men in the church don't have a wife, then the best option for them is to go out there and kill heathens, or in other words, unbelievers, people who don't believe in God. This particular pastor, we call him P.Diddy Dowell, like with the P. Diddy situation, all the scandal, because he's in scandal too. He's basically saying that it's biblical, even though it's not, but he's saying that it's perfectly biblical and righteous before God to go out there and see a man with his wife, take him out the picture just because you need to get a wife. In other words, these men cannot get wives on their own. They got to harm other men to get a wife. Make that make sense. So, hey, we're going to be back later on. I got to get out of here. I got to take care of some business. If you support it via Cash App in the stream here, I'll shout you out in the next one. Time is running out. I got to head to the store right away. Right? It's a lot of things going on, man. So, hey, it is what it is. Y'all take care. Ringo TV Reactions. Beware of these cults. Beware of these pulpit snakes. Beware of these charlatans. They're all over the place. So, again, one last time for the record books, I want you to hear it for yourself. Check it out.
Well, that's all biblical. Hey, maybe we have a world without rule of law. Some of your brothers ain't married. All you gotta do is just start go killing heathens. What do they care? Ain't gonna be no rule. That's part of the booty of war. Never mind.
Never mind. He says never mind because
we're not gonna go over that whole chart, but there's Jacob's family.
He says never mind.
For his shines. Is that right?
He says never mind because he know that what he's saying ain't right. And remember, this pastor is always drunk. The men in the church knew something wasn't right with that one. You notice you didn't see them jumping up and down. You heard a couple of laughter tracks in the back when he was talking about other stuff. But at the end of the day, when he said what he said right there, they weren't too happy to hear that. They know that didn't sit right with their spirit. And he said, never mind. That shows what's in his heart, fam. If you can say that over the air, it's in your heart. You're a murderer at heart. That's murder, bro. Come on now. If I said something like that on the platform, I would get roasted. People will be making 1,000 videos. Ringo suggested that you go do this and that. But when a snake and a pulpit pimp does this over the air, there's no pushback. Okay, cool. It is what it is. We'll be back later with more content, man. So, hey, peace and blessings to everybody on the Raw channel. I'm going to sign out. I got to make a run. It is what it is. Come on over to the Reactions channel. It is what it is. So I'm going to sign out over here. Peace and blessings to everybody on the Ringo TV Raw channel. Salute to everybody. We signing out over there, right? All right. We down over there. Okay, cool. Now, over here on this side, hey, final thoughts. Hey, watch your back with these preachers, man. These preachers are dangerous. They out here trying to get your wife. They'll harm you. They'll kill you in order to take your wife. Very disturbing, very shocking. You know, I mean, what else am I going to say? What else am I going to say? He said what he said. We're examining the tapes. If y'all can't see that this is sad and this is a cult, what else am I going to say, man? He just told on himself, man. Hey, it is what it is. Hey, peace and blessings to everybody. Peace and blessings to the mods in the chat. I'll catch y'all later with another one. When I get back, we're going to go live again. We're going to talk about the situation with B. Taylor and Priscilla, the Queen Maker, and break that down and talk about other issues and other news. There's a lot of news, a lot of things going on in the news. I got to catch up with a lot of stories, man. Just a lot of stuff. I'm overwhelmed with a lot of different topics, man. But anyway, peace and blessings to everybody. I'll catch you on the next one. I'm out. Peace.
If you like our content, consider supporting via Cash App at $Ringo TV Raw. Become a patron on patreon.com for exclusive video content not shown on YouTube. You could also support through PayPal at paypal.me/RingoTVRaw. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and click the bell to be notified of new content. Follow me on Instagram at RingoTVRaw.
This is Ringo TV Reactions, the only channel on YouTube bringing you the truth 100% raw and uncut. I'm out. Peace.